On behalf of the Select Board, my name is Mike Houghton, Joe Lovejoy, Allison Knapp. We welcome you here this morning. We're excited to see this amazing crowd, and really excited and enthusiastic about what will unfold here in the future. I mean, this has been an overdue, unmet need of our community. We're excited and have the resources to do what we're doing, and we're going to do it. And we want to continue to work with you to make it a better and more fulfilling experience as time goes on. It's particularly exciting to reflect on how this finally came together after a group of many of you in the room got together with our park and recreation department and brainstormed and thought about how we could come together and jointly solve the needs of our senior community, which over the course of the last year has evolved to bring this definition and create this center. And what undoubtedly in the future, as you continue to work together, will create much more to help assist in focusing on how we serve the needs of our senior community. So it's particularly exciting to see this morning. It's particularly exciting to see your response. And I wish you all the best as you watch TV, play cards, and mentor the young folks in our community. And
like me.
Much more that will undoubtedly come. So great that you're here, and thank you for those that contributed to this inaugural event. With that, I'll introduce David Moore, our town administrator, who would like to share a few words as well.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, everyone, for being here. My name is David Moore. I'm the town administrator. And I just do not want to let this opportunity pass without expressing the pride I feel in the staff and the board for getting to this place, frankly, so effortlessly after that brainstorming back in September when you prioritized needs as a community with Leslie and Seth and with our facilitator. And up at the top was space. And because of the tone this board has set in terms of service to the community and the focus that we should have on the residents we serve, each member of our staff, beginning in that room as soon as possible, said, how can we make this happen? How do we solve this space thing? And that's how we end up here today. It's because of the attitude of focusing on the residents and what the needs are and meeting that challenge. And this is a starting place. So that's an immense sense of pride I have in this staff. And I want to just make some specific acknowledgments, including our Public Works Department, who worked to physically ensure that we were here in a safe way and in a well-constructed way. I want to recognize our library director and the staff of the library who are programming experts along with the recreation folks, and they are going to be tremendous collaborators and bring a lot of energy and quality to the programming that we offer as a town, but also in support of the programming that you will organically grow and sponsor through your association with this space as a hub. I also want to recognize specifically Jason Pond of DPW and Nate Mears, who have been key to all of this. I also want to recognize, and I'm going to turn this over to Seth Hickey, Parks and Recreation Director, who's been a tremendous force, immediately acknowledging the opportunity here and running with it, along with Pam Treese Forrest, who has done a phenomenal job to make this place look the way it does today. So thank you both very much. And a final thank you is to all the staff here at the town. Many of them are here just outside the doorway. Immediately when we began working through the concept of offering up this space and maintaining it and running it and how it would affect the other programs here, every department head, every person in the organization was pleased to do it. Once again, because of the expectations set for service. And so it was a very easy thing to understand that there would be change, there would be more people, maybe some more needs, but what are we all here for? So to a person, everyone responded the way you would want them to. So I want to thank all of the staff for that as well. So without further words from me, I want to recognize Seth, tell you more about the overview of the program, and thank you all for being here very much. Seth?
Thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming out. I know it snowed this morning, and some of you woke up to snow-covered vehicles, but everybody made the effort to come out and show your support for what we're trying to do here. For people who live in Stratham, I really appreciate your time coming down and checking it out. Cantrice ordered everything in the room. Cantrice has set this place up to make it feel as homey as we can. People remember there's a linoleum floor under here. You know, it used to not feel like this, and we're trying to make this as welcoming of a spot that we can, so you feel like you can come here and play games, hang out, have coffee together. You've got a nice sitting space in the back side of the room. The three lucky people who were in those chairs over there have found out how comfortable they are. This really needs to be a space that we take ownership of. If there are things that need to change, things that don't work, we need to know. Let myself know or Cantrice know. Jason has taken the time to put everything together in this space. Everything came in little boxes. He unpacked it. He put it together. He took a lot of pride in that work. If things, you know, get a little loose with time, or if things just don't fit quite right, let any one of us know, because we want to make this a comfortable and welcoming space. We hope it gets used. The turnout here today shows me that it's going to get used. As Mike alluded to earlier, it's long overdue. And I'm really excited that you're here this morning to welcome us, to welcome this space. I say thank you to Jen Wheeler for the Exeter Chamber to be here this morning. In the future, we will do an official ribbon cutting and doing all that. Given our time constraints for the holidays and everything else, I just wanted to get this space open. I wanted to get momentum behind it as we move into the new year. You know, a lot has happened in a very short period of time to make this day come together, but I'm really excited for you to be here, and I welcome you all. This is your space, and I know you're going to be here with regularity, and I'm excited to see you on a daily basis, I hope, when it comes down to it. So welcome to your new home away from home, let's call it. Thank you. Well, one of the things that we've done is we put up a board here behind Sue. That board is what we're going to use for a communication tool. We're going to put things up on this board. Cantrice had written Pinochle back on December 2nd. Didn't happen. You didn't miss anything. But in the future, if we've got things that are going to be happening, it could be just dropping. If you want to get together and play cards. An individual was asking me this morning about getting together to play Rummy Cube, those types of things. We'll use that board to put something out there, okay? And if you want us to really, you know, encourage more people to come, we can send out emails. We've been really trying to get people to sign up through the town registration format that we have, because email is just an easy way for us to put things out there. We're trying to put stuff on the town website. We're trying to make paper copies available outside my office window, at the library. I try to make an effort to come to the monthly luncheon meetings that you folks have, and at least letting you know what we have going on. But we are trying to do some structured things in here. We've had, just yesterday, we had 2 individuals stop by looking to do presentations. One was a podiatrist, one was a financial planner. So those are the types of things too. Obviously the space is not as big as the firehouse. So we need to be sensitive about that. We've got a lot of people here today. There's a lot of good warm energy in here. But you know, we're going to really try to make sure that there's always something going on in here. So be checking in. The beauty of using this space is we've got the library right down the hall. So, you know, working with Leslie about, you know, if we've got programs that don't necessarily fit here, about using the community room down there, and really utilizing this building to its full capacity. All right? So thank you for coming this morning. I really appreciate you being here, and I really look to this being utilized in the near future, like today. So, thank you.
Thank you, Seth.
Nick just asked me about the hours of this. We're gonna mirror the hours for the lobby that we have out here, which is we usually open by 8:30 in the morning, and then we close down shop about 4 p.m. All right. If there are things that we're looking to do special programming, like in the evening, weekends, those types of things, those are things you could come to me. We can make special accommodations for. People have always pointed out what other communities are doing, dances, those types of things, and other activities. Those are all open. They're all on the table. Looking for some initiative at this point from different individuals in this group that people want to see that things like that happen. You can approach myself or Cantrice. We're going to take that with a lot of enthusiasm and make things happen that you want to see happen in the community. So, all right.
Hi, about inclement weather. Is there any way for us to know that this place might not be open in advance? Or?
Typically we're open. We had 2 snow events last week, and the facility was open. Usually that information gets posted on WMUR, and we make sure that the communication goes out. So check the website. You can always call. Usually we're in by 7:30 in the morning to answer the phone. So if you're ever in doubt, you can always pick up the phone and just call and ask to make sure that we're open. But it would take a major snow event for that to happen, I would anticipate. So probably not days that people would want to be on the road anyway.
I have something to say.
Yes, sir.
On behalf of the 76ers, the people in the organization, the Stratham seniors, we are ever grateful. We cried and fussed a little bit about this early on, but we are ever grateful. Thank you very much.
So thank you. Questions?
Can we roll off the rug and dance?
We have a room next door for
Or you can
dancing.
open that.
Yeah, the room next door was going to remain open. I mean, we've got our bone builders fitness class that we do in there. We have Tai Chi, painting. We're looking at adding some additional programming in the next calendar year. So we've got that space too, and we utilize that with some regularity. We're trying to fill that space with programming 5 days a week. From 10 to about noon time is what we do over there. So we have space to dance next door. Any other questions for the group, or anything else anybody else wants to add? I'll be available to answer off any other questions that anybody has. Just a reminder, just utilize this board, put things up there. People are planning to come by. I just want to make sure that people continue to feel welcomed, and they've got a sense of purpose when they're here. So, all right. Thank you again very much. It means a lot for me to have you all here. Cantrice, did you have anything to add?
Yep, I'm good.
All right.
So when would you have Rummikub? What day would you have Rummikub?
Put it on the board over there, and if anybody's interested in playing Rummikub, we've got somebody who would like to play, maybe even today. We've got board games over here behind us, so we can add more games. If people have got a list of things that they want, we could make that happen here in this space. So, all right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.